Yeah, everyone that isn't holding the microphone claps, right, Emmy?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, I'm holding the mic. Oh, sorry. Did you want to hold the mic and then?
No, you can hold.
Okay, I'm holding the mic.
You're the expert.
I'm sure. I thought it was you. You consult the expert though, which is you.
All right, we're back. It's after Easter, or we're in the season of Easter, and
We're
so
in the season.
Easter Saturday.
yes. How was Lent for you guys? It was Lent.
It was
went.
Lent. Lent went.
So, Mari's boyfriend, he was fasting, and that caused some kind of chaos with them.
Oh no. Oh wait, yeah. Which we're not going to air all of that.
No, but it just caused chaos. So I was wondering if it caused any fasting or any Lenten disciplines had any effect on your lives.
Well, no, because John didn't do the extreme version of it. So
You didn't fast for
I mean,
60
I guess
hours or
like
whatever.
the main way that it affected me was we went to buy like non-meats or like fish stuff.
Fish, the fake meat.
Fish. Yes.
Thank you, dear. Yes, fake meat, as John says. So I could. Also, by the way, we didn't actually properly introduce John.
Oh, okay.
My third appearance.
Yes,
He has been on
technically
before.
his third appearance.
Yes.
But yeah, this one should be uploaded, and here's Belle as well.
Something
Hi, Belle.
to say hello.
Your cousins
Sniff
are,
the microphone.
Yeah, stage fright.
the other
Yeah.
boys. The boys are around here somewhere. They might.
I'm sure they are.
pop in.
Yeah. But anyway, but as far as Lent went,
Lent went.
and
Lent went well.
Lent went well. I followed through on mine, which was less soda.
Oh, good.
What? What did you think I was going to say?
No soda.
Oh,
I was like,
well, because there are feast days.
The two that for me were most helpful were not snacking. I didn't realize how much I actually snack when I was trying not to
So
snack.
no
and
banana bread.
Well, no, there was no sweets either. I didn't eat any sweets, but we've done that before. But there was
Yes.
no sweets, and so I just didn't go to the dessert table on Wednesday soup supper. But then not I didn't realize, like, I would, when I came home or something, I would eat, automatically go get like a piece of cheese or like salami or something like that, and I didn't do that, and it was like, wow, I'm really noticing how many times I would normally do this. It was kind of interesting. And then the other one was morning prayer. I kept that one pretty well, and that was very helpful. How's Easter for you guys?
Easter was fun.
yeah.
Spent it with your parents. It was just us because, our godson was being born. So we kind of we're the favorites. We arrived. Sorry.
You okay? You just backed right off.
Oh no. So yeah. Yeah, we had a really fun time. We had Tenebrae service, after which we watched the Passion.
Yes.
What?
But we had Traore service too.
Oh.
On well, my dad and I went to Traore service, which is like where their circuit gets together. Actually, more than a circuit. Maybe it's a circuit, but a bunch of the churches get together, and from noon to 3, they go over Jesus last 3 hours and the last 7 words. So 7 different pastors preach, do a mini sermon on each of those. So, but yes,
Very
and then
cool.
and
I've
then the
wanted to do that
Tenebrae.
Was that?
I've wanted to go to that one, but I think there's only one church that does it, and it's like up in Palo Alto or something. I don't think there's many around here that do it, but yeah, that would be a good circuit thing to do, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, then so that was Friday, and then Saturday was just a chill day. Oh, we played a new board game or just card game that we really want to see you and Mom play with us.
That's
Because first of all, it's a game dependent on speed. So I want to see you break stuff, and then I want to see Mom and how the noises that she makes, the freaking out, whatever, because it's speed and it's fast thinking, and we know how well Mom does at that. We had a really fun time playing it with everybody. But yeah, it was like, oh, like we were at the end, we're like, oh, your mom and dad, they gotta. This is great. Yeah.
Hi, buddy. Munchie's at my feet, so
Oh, lovely.
hanging out.
Hopefully he doesn't pee.
He will. I know he will. If I don't give him attention, he does that. It's terrible.
Oh man.
That is
Anyway, so yeah, that was Saturday, and then we dyed some eggs too.
Oh.
Yeah, that was nice. And then your mom hard boiled them for us too, so we got to take those home.
Opposite order, but yes.
Oh yeah. And then sorry. Anyway, and then we went to sunrise service. There was a second service, but I took a nap. I got up early enough for sunrise service. I was like, I'm gonna take this nap. And then we had our Easter lunch feast with some church member friends, and
Cool.
yeah. And then we went Easter basket searching because
that's right. You guys have that.
in the Russert family, when they're Easter baskets, they hide them, but it's not like it's just behind like this door or like in this drawer.
I mean, that's what it was when we were young.
Yeah, but now you're adults and they're like, yeah, this isn't amateur hour. We gotta do all sorts of stuff. So I already caught a glimpse of it because we were figuring out where to hide the ones that we got for your parents. And so your mom's we put in a closet that had a bunch of board games in it, but we just removed all the board games, put the bag in, and then we put all the board games back so it just looks like board games. And then for your dad was so funny because he took the longest to find his, and he was in the same room and he kept passing over. Anyway, we there was like a duffel bag with like a bunch of like camping equipment or something.
It was a duffel bag. It was just a big tent, a giant like 12-person tent bag that had the giant 12-person tent in it. And I took out the rods and all of that, and I took those up to our room and hid them, which gave enough room to put his underneath the big tent part and then put the tent part on top and zip it back up.
Yeah.
So if you just open it was just the tent part.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then yours was in one of like the boxes like down in the basement, and like you had passed it multiple
It's a box
times.
I always check, and this time I think I happened to start talking to my mom at the same time, so it was the one box I didn't check through there.
Yeah. And then mine was the quickest to find. You found it for me technically because I was busy like ransacking one of the other rooms. But yeah, it was just in like the guest bedroom closet, like behind some of yeah. What?
Wow, that's really elaborate. The hiding.
Yeah, it's awesome. You guys should go.
It's like I built a house around the basket so that no one would know that it's. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's fun. It's really fun to see how you guys commit to the bit.
So yeah, Easter here was fine. Was Mari here still? Yeah, Mari was here still.
Oh yeah, she was there for the
and
weekend.
then on Monday she flew back and then Mom was crying. Oh my gosh.
When is she? And this is a surprise to who?
I was actually surprised because when you guys aren't here for a while, she gets into her own pattern and everything's fine. Mm-hmm. But when you guys come and then the first day you guys are gone, then it's usually like I expect we'll go to a movie or something.
Right.
It's Mom.
Oh, Mom. It's hard with her two girls gone. What?
Yes. How is art?
Art. Art's good. We didn't have lessons this week because both the kids are sick.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah, but it's I mean spring's coming, so allergies are happening, and yeah, so.
True. How about, and are you working on anything?
Yes, well, I'm actually working on his anniversary gifts while I'm also working on like other commissions and stuff. So yeah, just so kind of balancing between work stuff and drawing for fun as usual. So
okay, did you see Mom? She said she was somewhere and she was doing some sketching.
Oh yeah, so Mom's in Paris and she's sketching. Okay, no. The funniest part for
Okay.
me was prior, like before as she was like getting ready to pack for this trip and stuff, she was like, "Hey, Emmy, I want to FaceTime you, and I want to get your input. I want to to send you a bunch of like Amazon links, or like you find some for me of like good art supplies." And I'm like, how often are you going to use them, Mom, outside of this trip? And she's like, I don't know, but I figure you can maybe have them. So I was like, so pick stuff that I would use and then give it to you, and then you give it to me. I see what's happening here. But then like she ended up buying like 12 erasers.
Yes, and
For
I
one
had a bunch
thing,
of
and
erasers here
you
too.
have a
already.
bunch. Yeah, and then and then she found like a nice watercolor set, and all sorts
It's like
of fun
20
stuff.
brushes or something.
I'm like, Mom, this is not how this works. I'm like, girl, how many? And like the brushes weren't even like like one brush was like this, and then one brush is like maybe an inch, and then another one or not even an inch, like a centimeter wider as they go. I'm like, you can just get like 5. You can pick 5 out of those, but yeah.
Awesome. What did you guys do anything last week for like your Tuesday night movies or anything like that? Have you guys seen any movies?
Oh, well, we wanted to go and see Ready or Not 2 in theaters, but that's not in theaters
already
anymore,
out.
so we're waiting. Yeah.
Oh,
But we the other night we were looking through Netflix to find something to watch, and so
Beef
when
2.
oh my gosh, yeah, you saw that there's a season 2 of Beef, but with
it's
completely
coming.
new cast.
I'm
I'm like, what's that gonna be? Okay. Anyway, but
Sorry.
what we found, so so before you and I were engaged, I think this was we had watched 28 days. What was it? 28 days later and 28 months later? Yeah. Weeks that. And then so we were on Netflix, and then we found 28 years later, and we were like, oh well, we since we'd seen the first, we might as well watch that. It was weird, man. That was
more artsy than the
way
first
more
one.
artsy and
A lot less scary.
yeah, well, scary, but not in the ways that it was intended. Like there was a pregnant zombie, and we were like, I'm sorry, what?
What? Okay.
How that's not supposed to work, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they didn't say if it. I assume it was a lady who was pregnant and then became a zombie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have been
Because the
worried.
baby was
Not infected
was
somehow.
not a zombie.
Yeah, which
Huh.
that
That's
doesn't
weird.
make sense to me.
Yeah, because she would have ate it.
Well,
Right?
the explanation was the wonders of the placenta.
Oh.
That was it.
Yeah.
That's what the doctor said.
That's what that was it. And then we were like,
Maybe
wow.
something along those lines.
Okay.
yeah, that was
Magic placenta.
magic placenta. Like whatever. Okay. But yeah, and then but I mean, it was interesting enough that we were like, okay, well, we should at least see how this ends. So we'll watch 28 years later, The Bone Temple. There's a part 2 to it. Yeah.
Oh wow. Was there a 28 months somewhere? No.
No.
They
They
didn't
just
go
skipped to
months.
years.
Oh,
Lame.
Kind of disappointing. What happened? There should have been months,
Well,
days, weeks, months.
Because it's been like
28 years.
20 years since.
Oh,
Yeah, it
It
technically,
really has
yeah.
been.
So
Oh wow.
they
Okay.
yeah. I'm sure there was a 28
Ow.
months later
Bit
like
me.
idea at some point, but Mochi.
What you
It's like,
bit me.
oh, they
Outside.
understand noise.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then Dad, did you see that Mari sent us her honors investigation, a PDF file of that?
Yes, I did not have. Did you read it? I didn't get a chance to read it. Yet.
So I did I had a little break, and so I was reading it, and first of all, Dad, good kudos to you on teaching your daughters how to write. That girl can write.
Oh, good. Well, if you're saying that
like,
she's that's a good compliment because you are.
Yeah. Because like I mean, it's not because I feel like well, with her I think like her earlier writing was like it kind of came from like a limited perspective because well she's considering her own thoughts and her own ideas on that kind of stuff. But her voice in this was so strong, and she did such a good job of conveying what she was thinking, what she was aiming to explore, and how it affects everything else around her.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
therefore everything kind of else around us. And it was like really interesting. And again, it's on K-pop.
And if you were
it's
interested
like,
in K-pop, that's
and in my head, I'm like, I don't care about K-pop, but now I do. What
Oh,
is
wow.
this? It was really fascinating. So basically kind of what she aimed to explore was originality in K-pop music, because like she was explaining her experience as a fan within the culture, and especially like online culture, of people criticizing certain groups for plagiarizing or copying other groups because all of it sounds so similar. And then she like dove into things like how you like kind of like live in a bubble on social media, even though like even though we, like ironically enough, it is supposed to bring you like a wider sense of belonging to different groups, because you're reaching many people. That's kind of the aim of social media, but you feel so what's the word, isolated and constrained. Yeah, she really went in depth. It was really interesting. So
Oh, wow, good. That's a great compliment coming from you, because yes, you always got good compliments on your writing, and you did a lot of it in college. So
I did too much writing. Well, I honestly feel like I did way more reading than writing.
Okay.
But yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily got compliments on the writing, because it was I knew my writing was pretty good. But I mean, there were some people in my class who weren't really trying. I don't know. Oh man.
Wow. So
yeah, and then Mari has her internship she just got accepted
yes.
to, and then we recently found out I don't even quite understand fully exactly what it is that she's doing, but she has some sort of like position now in like some sort of fraternity that's.
It's a service fraternity. It's not a social fraternity. It's a service fraternity around kinesiology and sports medicine, kinesiology, fitness, something. It's just a society, and so yeah. But she's going to be secretary, treasurer, or something. Not treasurer,
secretary. I think she
secretary.
said.
Okay. Yeah. So she was just saying that she got a lot out of it. They, that organization helped her better understand what kind of opportunities she could have in kinesiology, and so because it helped her, she wants to help other people and help that organization. So it's pretty interesting. She's doing a lot of stuff.
She's doing so much more than me.
Well, you were kind of hamstrung that first year and a half, 2 years. Made things not easy to get into.
And then once I kind of just fell headfirst into the whole college experience pretty much as soon as I got on campus. I was like, this is too overwhelming.
Yeah. So yeah.
And then I didn't go to a private Lutheran school with people of like that relatively had similar beliefs as me. I had rather the opposite. So I was like, I don't know how to talk
to these people. Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna get lynched if I say anything.
Yeah, by your teachers too.
By my teachers too, yes.
Yeah.
Fun times. Yes. We're past that though. I got my bachelor's.
Ow! He's clawing my foot.
Why?
I can't. He doesn't let us cut his claws, so he just spiked my toe. Ow.
That's just rude.
So, I have a bunch of AI stuff to talk about because
I'll just pass this along.
and it's good that John's here, because AI has actually, and I want to actually talk to John about how it's gonna, like, what if he's seeing anything in his like enrollment and anything like that, if you're seeing less enrollment or anything like that, because it's crazy how much this AI stuff has taken over my company and the industry in general. It's crazy.
I mean, it's so crazy you're going to India for it.
Just to help start, and not even help engineers get started with it. It's helping product managers and designers start vibe coding. It's terrifying. It's just, they want everybody to do it. They want everybody to move like 1,000 miles an hour, and like, I feel like we're just creating a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff is like 80% done, and that last 20% is always the thing that takes the longest time. So I have no idea when things will actually be stable. So yeah, but they want progress. They want to see stuff being delivered, and and you can do a lot of stuff, but not at a complete, at a level of completeness that you could actually give to somebody and make it useful. So it's really terrifying. So John, are you seeing, I mean, like how are are you guys as professors thinking about how, or are your students thinking about how they should be using AI? Or are you guys thinking how they should be using AI? And has the industry corrupted everyone, in academia and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a discussion in our department constantly, and we're currently working towards putting together minors and majors and all those things focused on AI. There's definitely, there's been a drop in the enrollment, but some of that they say is the demographic cliff and all that, less people to pull from. But I think across country, I thought I heard that computer science just in general has also kind of a decline. But then I have other professors who claim that that's typical, where in the past it's been, well, engineering's higher at some times and then computer science higher. So
yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, I know students are very interested in it, and that's the balance because of trying to, because for different levels of classes, how to incorporate it within there, and redesigning different things, because there's students that are there to learn and there's students that are there to get degrees. And so there's people who definitely exploit different online. That's why way back when I first started, I did online quizzes for my grad level class, and I stopped because I'm like, well, just whatever ChatGPT once it gets wrong, that's whatever else gets wrong. So
it's the what the so I so there one sorry so an interesting thing that happened, like I started on this new project, like it's a greenfield project, so completely brand new, and like our typical applications, we get like some infrastructure like state management and tab management and things like that, like they come like part of a platform, but we're going so fast, we don't have a platform, we don't have common components or common patterns built up. So there's like 3 or 4 teams building applications in this new environment, and there's no or very little common code, and so people are just building stuff and building it very fast. And so one of the things is in like 2 weeks, I built a tab management component and a state management component, and there's no way I could have written this much code in 2 weeks, but without AI. And the thing is, AI has seen lots of state management things and tab management things, so it knows how to kind of build it, and it mostly works. But the problem is, there's like, it built it, and I'm like, and it built like 125 tests around all this stuff as well, and I'm like, so the tests are all passing, and it wrote the code, but like we all know, like we shouldn't be writing the tests of our own code, because that's like one of the worst things you can do. But so it's like, and so one of the things that like you have to think differently about is like you really should be like thinking about the process and like write the test before you write the code, or have the AI write the test before it writes the code, so that that it's not cheating and writing the code, writing the test to pass the code kind of things. Yeah. And then the other thing was that like it still has problems, because so I'll go to the tabs. So the tab thing, it was it's in a browser, so it's got tabs, and so every time it was flipping tabs, it would reload the entire page, right? So flipping tabs would reload the whole page, and I'm like, oh, I've done tab management before. You should try to you should put whole different DOM structures underneath each tab, and then just flip them, hide and show the whole structure, to make it performant. And I asked it 3 times to do things, and it's like, it still got confused. I'm like, look, just take a whole DOM structure and put it underneath and have it mapped to it. And then so it finally figured out. But there's certain things that as a, someone who's done it for 30 years knows things that it will like just miss. And so it's
yeah. That's kind of the balance, and the difficulty is when you have different professors teaching different classes, there's not necessarily going to be that consistent build up. But yeah, that's trying to explain to students that there's still a reason that you should know how to write code. That's why, like some of my classes, it's they still have to handwrite code for the RC and Unix class, which is currently still a core class, but it sounds like it might move out, depending on what the accreditation still views for all of that. But anyways, and I know that's like frustrating for some students, but yeah, that's what I have to realize, because you have to be able to verify output. And that's even when I talk to ChatGPT about certain ethical AI issues, and then I argue with ChatGPT because it can be very useful for kind of thinking things through, or getting a lot of head starts on things. But if you're unable to actually verify and know if it's saying the right things, and then there's the whole bias aspect, which I also touch on in my ethical AI course too. But
I mean, I noticed that in some of the patterns that it built, like it has definitely been trained on certain ways of writing components, and so like it tends to do components in one way, versus I know there's like 2 or 3 ways, and it tends to like lean on the most commonly used patterns for certain component development and stuff like that. So but it like that was the thing. I think it can do a lot, but like you're saying, the validation of it, you kind of have to have the principle, the foundational work of regular computer science stuff to like double check that it's not doing something really dumb.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm not, because I hear Emmy tells me the horror stories on your side, so that's why I'm lucky in a sense of not being an industry where I'm like, okay, I'm over here doing my research. I use it to help and here and there think through ideas, but I'm writing code and doing these sorts of things. And, there's own pressures there, but there's no one on top of me being like, my focus output is like research papers and teaching. Whereas yours, like you said, and I've heard this across industry, you're like, oh, you have to be outputting thousands of lines. And it's like, why? What's the point? And I rant to Emmy at times about, and my parents too, about the business side of things, where that's just, they get so hyper focused on metrics, and like a pointless metric.
Yeah. The metric right now is weekly progress, whatever that means. It's like we have this new structure where like you're supposed to work with a product manager, a designer, and one engineer, and you're supposed to decide what you're going to do on that Monday, and then show it off on Friday. And that's like the loop that they want to see everyone doing. And it's like, I don't know what they I think, like I said, I think there's just going to be a lot of this stuff, and it's all disparate, and it's like working in silos, and the an actual functioning application that's integrated in any way, shape, or form is like is the 20%. It's the integration problem that we've always have, right? You build things in silos, and then when you try to put them all together, that's when the chaos ensues.
Yeah.
You are lucky you're not in the industry though, in this, because me and this other guy he's probably been doing it for 20 something years, and I've been doing this for 30. And this really is the most dramatic change I've seen. I went through the .com thing. I went through the financial crisis, and I came out in 92 when the defense industry collapsed, and all there was no jobs in the tech industry, because that used to be almost all defense. So I've been through multiple of these cycles, and this one is the most crazy. Like the whole way people are doing development is like just thrown out the window, and it's like just go ahead.
For some of the earlier cycles, did you see some of the same? I would assume you saw some of the same non-tech people jumping on the bandwagon. So it's like, oh, we need this and that and that.
Yeah, web development was totally
understanding.
that. Web development was like, because it was HTML, and people were just like doing HTML. the first .com boom thing, there were people that like all they knew was HTML, and they were getting these huge sign-on bonuses, and so I'm like, this all they're doing is HTML,
Yeah.
and yeah.
It frustrated me because the other week, I think this was around our spring break when I was out by my brother, but I had someone send me, I found this thing. I found this thing that's relevant to our problem. And they literally copy and pasted and sent me a Google AI output, which is Google AI saying to do this thing. And I'm like, did you, this is clearly, you just gave me Google AI and it's just saying this information. Like, oh, is this helpful? This was a non-tech person. They're like, is this helpful? I'm like,
oh yeah. The scary thing for me is that the designers and product managers, that they want them to vibe code designs, UI designs and stuff like that, and it's terrifying because it actually outputs either HTML or some form of a React like framework component, and they're like, it's real code. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not real code. I mean,
my favorite language, HTML.
It's technically, it is real code. And the crazy thing is that if it has an application that is like it's cribbing off of, like it will make the actual GraphQL calls to go and get real data. And so they even trick themselves even more because it's getting live data. And that's like, it's like, it's really smart in doing it, but there's no, there's no, boundary checking. There's no security around the records that it's grabbing. It's all kinds of stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're just going to create this nightmare that and they're going to show it to their boss, the senior director or VP of something, and go, look, I built this. And then they're going to be like, oh, that's great, we could ship this in next quarter. And it's like, oh my gosh, the expectations are just insane.
Yeah. And then all the buzzwords too. It's like, oh, agentic AI or AI agents, and it's just like, then you look at how the definitions, and some it's like, okay, well, the agent actually has access to tools and is acting, and then I work with other agents, and there's other agentic AI. Again, this is how I've seen it used as well, where it's just, okay, we add to the prompt, you are a software engineer. I'm like, that's just prompt engineering. You're just repackaging it, and then everyone's, oh, it's an agent though. It sounds cool. It's like,
it sounds cool.
Like that's why I'm back on Twitter. Yeah. So Lent, I forgot to say I was off. My biggest thing was I was off social media.
Which that was also a big change for me because but not really, because I forgot. And I sent him like 300 reels.
I would constantly get like, you got 20 more reels from it. Yeah. So I think I've gotten to at least like 200 reels. Which is not easy.
He's on like a March 19th.
Yeah, it's just, I'm like, oh, geez, when I get back to Instagram. But yeah, so that was a big thing. I was off. The biggest thing I was off Twitter, X, but I was also off the other social media, which was good. And, had I did download like a news app in between. And then I like the news app too. I was like, this is not pointless. I was like, I only need to go on this, like, they just give me a summary, kind of like how news used to be, where it's just, okay, here's the 10 o'clock news or whatever. Because it's like, I go on the news thing and it's like, Trump said this about Iran. There's one more sentence about Iran and we have a whole story on it. It's like, why do we need a whole story about one sentence? Like it's like in every industry, there's like so much of pointlessness.
Yeah.
Like we just throw it. Let's just pump out as much as we can.
Until someone will grab it.
Yeah. Oh, but anyways, what I was like, oh yes, I'm back on Twitter now.
He's back.
I don't post anything on Twitter. I just lurk on Twitter.
He looks at the world burning.
Yeah, so it's like I see like pro AI bros, and they're like, oh yeah, it knows everything, and they're all for it, and they get really defensive about it if there's any research papers or anything like that, pointing out problems with it. And then you got anti-AI people that are, I won't use AI anywhere. And it's just like, I'm so sick of seeing both of you.
Did you miss the open claw thing, or did you?
No, I thought that was right before I thought. And then I had some students tell me about it, or I saw. So, yeah, I've heard people talking about it, and then it sound like I don't get what people. Well, first of all, you're talking about like the whole social media side, or like the one that you can install locally.
The one you can install locally, not that crazy, the social media site that it created for bots or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
that's
But
what I
the-
heard about. I saw the open cloud, but I was reading it and I was like, I don't know what I would use this for. It was like it can send messages and things like that to you, and you can tell it to do stuff on your computer. I'm like, all right, I'll just be slow and write out my emails. I don't.
I saw. I mean, the funny one. I guess it wasn't funny for the person, but they gave it. You know, people crazy. Like they give it access, full read write access to like their email and all their stuff, and they asked it to clean up their inbox, so it deleted all the messages.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Who needs privacy concerns when you have efficiency?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure somebody got, like ARM minus RF on some home directory or something because it just cleaned my workspace and it just, throwing away everything that's clean.
Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of like, but it's like one of those instances I heard, like there was one student talk to someone else outside my office and it's like, oh yeah, you got to install this. And it's like, and that's why I was looking at it. I probably should at least play around with it for my own, NLP and ethical AI course so I can talk to students about it. But, I was looking at it, I was like, this is what it can do. And I'm like, none of these things, I get it that it speeds up certain tasks, but let me be slow and just do these tasks myself.
The task well.
That way I can, that's why I know people that are like, oh, I've been using like ChatGPT to clean up my emails and all that. Like, I'm just going to send my own email. It's just, what advantage is just like let's use AI, let's use LLMs to write documents, and you have open up it in Adobe and it's like, let's summarize it. I'm like, what was the point of, if we're just going to be summarizing and writing documents all with AI, what's the point of even doing anything then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just send me the small snippet and then we can all be done. I'm sounding very cynical here, but there's definitely positive uses. I'm just saying what I have to rant every so often.
I installed OpenClaw, or I set it up like a month back or so, whatever, when it was first big, and I was just using itself to set itself up, right, to like hook it up to hook it up to Discord so that I could chat through Discord to like actually have it do stuff, right? I set it all up. It took me like half an hour or 15 minutes, maybe half an hour to set it all up. And then I had burned through like $15 worth of tokens in 15 minutes. And I'm like, I don't know who is going to
money.
If you hook it up to your when you hook it up to the unless you're pointing at it locally to a local a local Olama or something like that, you can do it that way. But it's not what most people are doing, because most people are pointing it at like an API key, either ChatGPT or Anthropic, right? So they're pointing at their key, and like you're talking about, it's just jamming everything it's gone through into that context. So it's just dumping. You're just firing away and burning through tokens like nothing.
Well,
I
saw there was controversy too, because I saw Anthropic was restricting OpenClaw. So again, I saw both sides of people being angry and people being happy, and
it just burns through so many tokens. I don't know how anyone can run it affordably, and I mean, because even any local model, unless you have some crazy machine, it's not, it's going to be fairly limited in what it's actually going to, or how fast it's going to actually do something. So,
yeah. So I don't know. It's all fun.
I think.
Oh, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Because you didn't do it locally though. Because I was going to ask, if a local models, if they have certain alignment with them as far as tasks it will and won't do. Sorry, for those who don't know my background, my research is in ethical AI and I do adversarial attacks and stuff. So now you got me thinking, like, can I ask it to be performing these attacks for me? I doubt it.
Yeah, no, I tried it. I use I use
for research purposes.
Quen, like there's the Quen 3.5 one is a big one locally, and the the Gamma 4, the new Google
Gamma.
one. Yeah, that one. That one. I tried both of them recently, and I tried to make them do weird things, and it wouldn't do weird things.
Yeah, but there's for Gemma, I just saw there's something. Have you heard of obliterated models?
No. What's that?
Yeah. So those are like they remove the alignment.
Oh.
And so they're supposed to. If you look up, because do you know Hugging Face?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you look up Gemma 4 on Hugging Face and obliterated, then you can find the obliterated version that they essentially, they kind of restructure, or they retune some of the weight so that it removes the kind of those
scary,
because from my understanding, they were just looking at the output or towards some of the final layers that were influencing kind of the output, and was saying I can't do that or whatever. And so for research purposes, and so they removed that, and that's something I haven't played around with it too much, but I want to, because a student is currently working with me, and we're working on trying to teach the LMs to do attacks. So we wanted to see if the obliterated versions would be more open to these things for research.
So you're trying. So you want to get your hands on Mythos to be able to see what you can.
Yeah, I don't know if they let me, but
You can try.
no. I mean, that's the one downside about the research, and don't really. It's mainly open source models that we're working with. So shout out to the open source community. Shout out to Meta. Who else? You said Google.
Yeah.
I don't know who Mistral's creators are. Chinese DeepSeek.
China.
Oh my
Yes. That the odd thing is they do give their models are open sourced, even though they won't let you talk about Tiananmen
Did
Square
you see the Claude leak?
No, I did not look at it. I heard of it, but I was like, I don't want to like poke around for it and get like I'll get some weird thing will come back to my like my job, and they'll be like, what are you doing looking at that? I'm like, okay, never mind. I'm not even gonna bother looking. Did you have poke around or no?
I poked around a little bit. Because I brought it up for our class on, was it Monday or Wednesday? I don't remember when. Because it might have been on Wednesday, because I feel like it would happen on Tuesday or something like that. I don't know. I feel like this week has just been 2 weeks in one. So now I'm looking back, and I'm like, it feels like it was a long time ago it happened. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago that happened.
I don't know. AI makes everything all fuzzy. It
was actually 2 weeks. Yeah, it was a week from Tuesday, because it was right after our quiz, which is on Wednesday, that I talked about it. Okay. All right, we're good.
We got there.
I had to go to my knowledge base.
Got to consult the expert.
Yeah.
So Emmy, I think pop culture.
Pop culture.
Do you have anything for pop culture?
Let's see.
I'm trying to think of what.
Oh gosh, yeah. Because I was thinking about like a couple of different topics. I feel like we've touched on a lot of the things. So I was kind of trying to figure out like some sort of lighthearted one that we could talk about. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything lighthearted in my
pop culture isn't really light these days.
It's really not there, because there's always like an agenda behind something. There's always Timothée Chalamet.
Oh, okay.
Did you see the controversy Timothée Chalamet got into?
Oh, because he said something. He said something. What was it that he said? He said something
Whatever
like normal.
He said,
yeah. I remember. It was like ballet and opera are dying.
Yeah, or like in the context, he was like talking with Matthew McConaughey for some reason, and then he was like, oh gosh, what even was it? They were talking about like, their love of movies and stuff, and how they need to keep like movie theaters alive. And then he was like, yeah, well, I don't know how I feel about, keeping like opera and ballet alive, because no one really cares about that stuff anymore. Haha. Oh no, I'm gonna lose 14 cents in viewership or blah, blah, blah. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? He got his, because they're like, your parents literally worked in the ballet and opera. You literally worked. You were a theater kid before you were anything. And I'm like, you don't know him. Also, who cares?
Well,
one dude isn't going to destroy ballet and opera forever, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, what he says isn't going to change it. But he was talking about, like you said, he was worried about film going the way of those things, where they're very, I think he meant not that nobody cares, but that they become very niche, where they used to be more, more mainstream, those two things, and will going to a movie theater become that niche, right?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, it is harder because like you guys found, you tried to see a movie and it's like gone. You don't know how long like mom always assumes that she has to go see something on the first week because it's probably not going to be there. Probably going
to, depending on how well it does, it's probably just going to go straight to a streaming service. Or something.
And so go ahead.
And two, with like, I remember when I was a child, because I remember it was like, okay, for not only would it be in the movie theater longer, I feel like, but then it would also be much longer before it came out on video, VHS or DVD.
Yeah.
And so nowadays you can just skip and okay, it's going to be out in 2 weeks anyways, or they already have it currently. You can see it on Prime if you want. And
right. Yeah. You can. Yeah. Like, I know, like there's, because I remember some like Apple movies you could go, you could also watch it on Apple TV, if you paid the price, right? While it's still in theater, they make you pay for it, but it's going to come out, like you said, in a like a month and a half. Like 6 to 8 weeks it's going to come out. Before, like you're saying, we used to not know when is going to come on HBO or Showtime like a year and a half later. That's what we expected. So you wanted to go see it in the theater, and I guess the DVD or the VHS would come out 6 to 9 months later, and then and then a year later it would come out on cable. But now it comes out right away. But like I think he was right though in that I could see movies becoming fewer and fewer people go to the theaters. I think Mom and I were at the theater and we were like, why are there so many cars here? Because there's never anybody here. It was like it used to be normal that the theater was crowded on a Friday or Saturday, and then now if it's crowded Friday or Saturday, Mom's all like, what's going on? Why are people here? It was because of Project Hail Mary, and that that was like the biggest big one for a while. But like that was like the first time in months that it had been crowded on like a Saturday night, and that's that used to be a big movie day.
Yeah, and I feel like for our family, whenever we've gone to see a movie and then there are like a bunch of people coming in, we're like, oh, they're going to see this movie that's like super popular. Well, we're going to see something else. But like I remember when I don't remember which movie that we were going to go see, but at the time, I think I think like Wuthering Heights, or no, not that. That was recent. I feel like oh gosh, what was it? Oh, remember it was they released the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie.
Yes,
and
yes.
all the white ladies were going in, and we were like, "That's a lot of white ladies." Oh, Taylor Swift. That's what they're there for.
Yeah. I think the other one was we went and it was all crowded. It was because it was like last year or whatever when the Super Mario movie was out. That was like was why it was crowded. But it's like
or the Minecraft movie. That was another one.
Oh yes, that was another one. Yeah,
that was
Chicken Jockey.
Yeah,
Jackie. Oh my god.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh, I'm okay. You can go see it. No. Okay.
So John, how is your computer set up now?
Oh yeah.
Good. No, I guess I can't show you because we're not there. But no, it's a lot nicer. Thank you. Because I pretty much took that and I just made it a vertical monitor.
Okay.
So then
Very
I
cool.
stacked up my other 2 that were still working and then put that as a vertical. So now I can read lots of emails at once. I can look very fancy when Emmy comes in and have the whole code terminal open and
Yeah, and I'm like, wow.
be like,
and,
I'm in. Open claw. Hack.
Like, wow, my husband's a hacker. Whoa.
Turn the lights down low.
Oh.
Put on my sunglasses. Get one of those anonymous masks. What Guy Fawkes is that?
Something like that, yeah. Oh,
It's
man.
the robot.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, you're alone now because Mom's in Paris.
Mom's in
Mari's
Paris.
I'm here.
It is
It's just
really
you and the
weird.
boys. Oh yeah, with Mochi and Stormy. So how's
It's not fun. I told Mom, I'm like, I miss like having my girls around because it's like it is really weird. There's just I'm like, I'm looking around and there's nothing. I'm like, I don't have to do anything, and I'm like, I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
well, yeah, we share the love language of acts of service, and so if there's no one around to do something for, we're like,
yeah.
okay.
What do I do?
I have to do something for myself. What?
Yeah. So what I do, I clean the showers and clean the bathtubs and the
All the
bathrooms.
hair.
Did unclogged one of the drains that was like it's probably Mom's hair was all down it and stuff. Did the wash the sheets and stuff like the bedding and stuff like that. So yeah, you're right. That is what I there's nothing to do. I like Mom got me HelloFresh to cook, and I'm like, but I don't want to cook for myself. That's just terrible. I don't want to do.
Yeah,
So-
when you're by yourself, you're like, well, I'm not. Why would I waste all this stuff on just me? It's
Yeah.
more fun to cook and then share it with somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cook for Mom or cook for the family or something. But yeah, for myself, I don't care. I just eat a avocado,
Or a salami.
eat some and some nuggets, right, Emmy? Just make some ramen and some nuggets, and
Keep it easy. Yeah, there you go. That was me. Like when I was living at my apartment, and my roommate Grace, like she was always busy. Her schedule was always ridiculous. But like yeah, a lot of times like on nights where like she wasn't there, and like we still had HelloFresh like stuff that would come in, and so I would do that, and then I'd like put it away for like what for for like her leftovers or something like. But half the time if I found that she wasn't like she just wasn't going to be home for most of the day, I'm like, okay, well if I'm going to make myself something,
just make.
I don't care. Dad, you got to send me more of those ramen packages.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to run to the grocery store and grab some nuggets or some fish sticks.
You ate fish sticks too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I've never seen nuggets all
I
over the
loved
house.
fish sticks. Yeah, because I don't remember why we did it that like there was a point where I was younger and we always had chicken nuggets, right? But
we
then
had fish sticks a lot.
we did have fish. Yeah, remember that?
Yes,
Yeah. So I was like,
yes.
so fish sticks kind of became like a little staple. Yeah.
Ah, that is true. I don't know.
And
what
then dip
happened.
it in like some cheese or marinara sauce or something, and it was like
I don't remember that. We never did that.
I did. I was a
Okay.
weirdo.
Marinara sauce.
Because in my head, I'm like, they look like
Like
mozzarella
mozzarella
sticks. So I'm gonna.
I think I failed as a parent.
Dad, come on. I'm already Americanized. There's nothing you can do about
Fish
it.
sticks with marinara. That's
Well,
not how we brought you up.
Do you not understand my
I do understand it.
Okay, no, you don't, because it's not your logic. It's
No.
weird.
I just put shoyu on it and eat it with rice. That's how we do it.
Yeah, you failed as a father. Oh yeah. Oh, that's been fun too. Making egg fried rice for John. That was like I did a lot of stuff. Oh, and then my I think my favorite new thing that I've been trying is caramelizing onions and making like a creamy pasta sauce out of that. And then like throwing in some shrimp or fish or something like that whenever you had a non-meat day.
Cool. Caramelized onions.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That was it's scary because I tried it once like as one of the HelloFresh meals in what's it called yeah, when I was at CalArts, and I was so freaked out the first time because I thought I burned the onion, and then they were like, no, this is what's supposed to happen. The onion's supposed to turn brown. It's not burnt, and I'm like, I'm burning the onion. I don't want this is terrifying, but. Yeah, it's what's supposed to happen. And then you pour in the cream or like the milk or whatever, and then it turns into this like really natural, like, you know, creamy, like tan brown mixture, and it's nice. Yeah. Oh, is there it's the gray man.
Fine.
Oh, it's the great guy. Hi, great guy.
Hey, Stormy.
Are you sniffing the microphone?
Have you been out on the patio?
No, he doesn't go on there. I have to fix it up.
Oh no.
He figured out how to break through some of the panels. So I
No,
have to go. Yeah.
Stormy. Okay, well, we
He's too
did ask
smart.
that you would be more smart, but not like that. That's a very dumb decision.
Yeah, so I
Don't
have
do
to-
that,
I have to
buddy.
patch it up.
You have no survival skills, my friend.
No, but when I when I caught him outside wandering around in the back, it was like, what's he doing? What's he doing? What? Oh no! And he was like, thought he knew what he thought he knew what he was doing. He's like,
Oh,
stalking
yeah.
around.
He's like,
no,
I'm hunting for
You don't
what?
know what you're doing. And then he just ran under a bush to get away from me, and then he got stuff all over his fur. I'm like, idiot. Had to clean you up, huh?
Oh, Stormy. He's like, I was just trying to. Oh no, now he's doing the head. Yes, he's gonna rub his head on. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get like spit on it or something. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he's got his saliva stuff on it.
That's just lovely. He's gonna mark the microphone and Stormy. This is some ASMR. Here we go.
Oh yes, ASMR Kitty.
Stormy, you can have an ASMR channel.
Kitty channel. I'm ASMR Kitty. Too bad Sora's not around. We could have that.
Oh, that would have been awesome. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Poor Sora.
Rest in peace to all the fun videos that we made. Oh yeah. And now he's in the armpit. What is that? What do you remember when that started, Dad?
When he was a kitten.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Okay. I guess he didn't really do it a whole bunch of. Well, with me, he didn't do the armpit. He would drool in my hair.
Yeah, he always.
That
went
was
through
his
your hair.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. He always went
And
through
then
your
I cut
hair.
it short, and he was like, "What?"
Well, this is what you used to do.
Oh,
We used to
yeah.
carry you. Yeah. You used to bury your head in there.
Now he's like, okay. Oh, Stormus. I would ask to see Mochi, but I'd imagine picking him up is a whole other ordeal.
Oh no, he's sleeping. Yeah.
Offended.
Oh, he's sleeping now?
Yeah, he's sleeping.
He got tired from biting your feet?
Yeah, he's biting and clawing my feet. Then he went to take a nap. I think he booted.
Gotta
I think it's-
recharge.
It was where Stormy was sleeping. So I think he just
Ah,
knocked
there
him
you
out,
go.
knocked him out of the hit. So that's why Stormy got
So
up.
that's why Stormy's here. He's like, hey, Dad, Mochi took my spot again. Hey, Dad, Mochi broke the cat structure.
Oh boy.
Oh, my gosh.
All right.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Good note to end on was Stormy rubbing his head on the microphone and enjoying your armpit.
Oh, it's good talking to you guys. I'm glad we
Yeah,
got to
well,
see you.
I feel like at some point I was just kind of sitting there and you guys were nerding out, which no, that's like my favorite thing about you guys and your relationship is, I mean, I see how happy it makes you, Dad, to have your son-in-law to talk to about, and just nerd out on all the things. And then for John, who loves ranting to me, and I'm like, I am so sorry. I have no computer science background, so I don't actually understand what you're saying, but I understand the frustration part. So then it's nice for him to just rant to you, and then you can actually give him something back.
All right. We miss seeing you guys all the time, and mom is really mom really wants to be with you guys. She has Emmy fever. I guess I would
Emmy
call it.
fever.
Me too.
Okay.
Oh well, no. She misses you a lot, and she talks about like going out. Well, she has to see you if it's more than like she'd like to see you every other month or every month actually, but
I know.
she's like, well, only if
I mean,
Emmy will let me come.
Mari already is like, I feel like almost down, like, either there or you guys are there, or mom is there because of Disney or something, or it's like Mari's kind of doing like kind of the run that I was doing my first couple years of college. Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't know how I feel about having to go and pick up mom at the airport like every month.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just got to find a better flight into Fort Wayne Airport.
That's true.
Yeah, we'll get her there.
We'll get her there. Yeah,
We can meet in Phoenix. We got direct flights to Phoenix.
that's true.
Oh, yeah, you can hang out. Yeah, that's a good one.
And then
yeah,
and yeah,
We'll
and,
go meet you in Phoenix
We'll
for
meet
the
you in
conference.
Yes.
yeah. Hey, and come by STK and make sure that Tim's and request Tim specifically because he really wants to do it right for you.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We should just meet there sometime when you instead of like,
Honestly, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Tim and Carla would love that too. So yeah. And then for them, I mean, we've been talking about like them coming to visit our house too, since they would have a direct flight to us.
Nice.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a good night. And have
Thank
a good
you.
Sunday.
You as
All right.
well. Oh, do we call? Did John do
Oh.
it?
All right.